So we'll
Saki, oh, come on now. Every time I gotta do something, everybody in the way. Yeah, my daughter has to get picked up from work at 9, but because they're closing the store, she probably don't get out until 9:15. What are you doing? You're about to fall. Really?
we're live, going on air in three, two, one. We're live on air. I want to welcome y'all to Poetic Recovery once again on a beautiful Friday night. You
Yes.
know, I had somebody else lined up to interview, but you know what? Would you mind? Would you mind me interviewing you tonight, Ms. Reynolds?
Not at all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I feel so special right now.
You are special.
I don't know how you mean that. No, I'm just teasing. I'm always teasing. I'm always teasing. You know, when I was young, it's funny because, like, right, we all bring our experiences with us no matter where we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was younger, being
Yes.
special, that we rode on that yellow bus, right?
Oh. Right, right, right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So when
Yeah.
people say I'm special, I ride on that yellow bus, right?
Oh God. Okay, but no, you're not on no yellow bus.
No, but even then, right? It's interesting how, right, in society, when we categorize a group of
Yeah,
people, people who are handicapped, right? And we make it bad that they ride on the yellow bus. And now
yeah,
I don't be on the yellow bus because, supposedly bad people ride on the yellow
yeah,
bus. It's like, that's not right. You know what I mean?
right.
Because there's people that I know that have issues that are incredible people, right? And like, and to be real for real, like, I don't mind riding on the yellow bus because the people on the yellow bus actually care more about people than most people
Yeah,
that on a big bus. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, so it's really interesting. So, Miss
Yeah.
Reynolds, you are a singer, am I correct?
Yes, I am.
What type of singer are you? If you wanna.
I pride myself on doing gospel music. I have come over a little bit, on a little nudging into neo soul, jazz,
Mhm.
and R&B. That's not really my forte, but I had to take a stab at it, and I, I'm not saying that I'm comfortable with it, but gospel is that's my primary
I think that,
genre.
and not trying to encourage you, but I think that whenever we do something that has a positive impact on society and people, I think it's a beautiful thing. You know, I could take gospel music and use it as a weapon, and
Mhm.
I could use it to harm people, right? And I could use it to spread hate, right? And and that'd be harmful. And I think the way in which you use your voice is to uplift and give people a way to see a different way to see their situation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
You
you're
know,
right.
and I say that to say that no matter where you bring your voice, there's going to be a spiritual benefit. So no matter where you go, I wish you incredible success. You know,
Thank you.
how long have you been singing?
I have been singing since I started out in Sunshine Band.
In the Sunshine
Um,
Band? Wait, the
yeah,
Sunshine Band?
got Sunshine Band, 6 years old, got my first song. and they had to walk me through it because me and the mic were not friends. The floor was my best friend. You know, I never looked up. I couldn't do anything. I was so shy. Um, but you know, they kept working with me. There was very few people that worked with me that saw the potential that I had,
Mhm.
even when I couldn't see it myself. And they pushed me and they encouraged me, gave me certain things to do. You know, this is how you do this. This is how you present this. And I took that and I utilized it. And then not only that, but I started practicing on my own. So I've never had any formal training.
Mhm.
I would come home from school and from high school, and I would go into our den of our house. Now, my parents, they were still out working. I came home, you know, them big, long stereo record players where you
Mhm.
have radio on one side and the 33 on the other, and I would play the radio and I would blast and I would emulate what I heard on the stations. And that's how I taught myself how to sing. And then, two, being in church, you hear all kinds of stuff. You hear people doing all kinds of acrobatics, and I say acrobatics because to me that's what it is. You know, death-defying runs, leaps, and stuff. And I would practice it.
Now,
And then find
what was the first song that you ever learned?
steps in.
How'd it go?
Steps in just when I need him. 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 Steps in just when I need him most. He steps in just when I need him most. He steps in just when I need him most. That was my
What,
first
what,
song.
what tone is your voice? Like,
My tone,
are
I
you
actually I actually started out as an alto.
alto?
I actually started out as an alto and I got overly too curious. Um, and sung the soprano part during rehearsal in
And
our Sunshine Band. And after that, I was never able to go back to alto. They wouldn't let me. So I've been a first soprano, don't know how. It's beyond me, but I've been a first soprano up until this point in time.
oh wow.
So I'm like trying to back off because it's becoming taxing on my body now to maintain that. Plus, I have a lot of vocal damage
Mhm.
that has been done from over singing and, singing beyond stuff. And just, it's been a lot. But yeah.
When you when you sing when you sing gospel, right? Um, do you feel like do you why do you sing gospel? Why
I
has
say
gospel been
my
your
go-to. Mhm.
huh?
Why has it been my go-to?
Yes.
Okay. Very plainly, I have a relationship with my Lord and Savior,
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. And down through the years, I've had to learn how to live. It's not the easiest thing to live. And he never said that it would be easy. He said that there's going to be times that you would have to suffer, etc., etc., etc. So this walk isn't easy. My ability to sing gospel comes through the things that I suffer, the things that I go through, the things that I battle on a daily basis, personal issues that I'm fighting through, um, like every other ordinary person that goes through something on a daily basis. I don't think myself to be any better than anyone else. You
Mhm.
know, we all struggle, but gospel music has brought a sense of, I wouldn't say necessarily peace, but it has given me a sense of strength, the ability to persevere, um, the ability to go through when it doesn't seem like there's no other way to go, you know. Um, Christ has been all to me, everything. He's the very air that I breathe. He's the very steps that I take. I can't do anything without him. So gospel music has it has a foundation in me. Um, it has it has a pull on my soul and spirit, if I can say that. Now, that's not to say that I don't like the other genres of music, because I do. They have their place. You know, the R&B has its place. Each song has its place. Jazz has its place. Neo soul has its place. It's the it's the with the neo soul and the jazz, I think it's the groove, it's the feeling.
I
Um,
think I think blues.
mhm.
I think that if you got into blues, I think it'd be, I think it would be lights out.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that's a
like
whole nother place.
you have
That's a
that
whole.
voice that I think, like, man. But so who, man, pick man or woman, man and woman. What
Mhm.
woman influenced you the most, and what man influenced
Hmm.
your vocal activities the most?
I think, as far as a male is concerned, I like Luther Vandross. I like Luther. I always like Luther.
Luther
Yeah.
Vandross.
Hmm. And Barry White.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a little out of my league, but I like those two. Those are classics, and you can never get around pure music, you know. Now, as far as a female is concerned, um, oh boy, because there's a couple. India Irie, I like very much. Um, and also um, Angie Stone. Um,
I got a question for you, by the way,
yes,
when you're done. Do you think any singer will be able to touch Whitney Houston?
no. You can try, you can imitate, but you'll never be. She stood in a class by herself. Her vocals were very unusual, they were strong. When you really think about it, most of the singers, they all come from church.
Yeah,
You
and
know, that's, yeah,
Dionne Warwick was her aunt, right?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying, and coached her.
yes,
And um, there were some other incredible women that 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 Whitney's had connections to.
yeah.
Um,
CC Winan.
yes,
Mhm, yeah.
yes,
To
yes,
name a few.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man, they really okay.
yeah.
So let me ask you this something. How has being an entertainer, performer, singer, being a woman? Has it been incredibly hard for you being a woman?
Look, don't get me wrong, I love being a woman. I like all the perks that come with it.
Such as what?
Uh,
What are the perks?
yeah, I ain't going into details, but anyway, I like the attention. Um, you know, I like men. You know what I'm saying? I'm a normal female
Mhm.
with desires, needs, et cetera, et cetera.
Can we talk
Um,
about desires? No, I'm just, I'm only teasing.
so, but yeah, I love being a female. I love being a woman. I do. I have no desires or aspirations of becoming a male. That's out the question. I am who God has created me to be, and that's it. You know. Um, as far as my ability to sing and stuff, has it been difficult? I wouldn't say no more than the next person. You know, sometimes there are times when I feel like I asked the question, I said, wow, how are they able to get that done? And I'm having a hard time getting it done. I ask those questions because it seems like it's so easy for everyone else to do their stuff, and it's so difficult for me. I'm coming up against one blockade after another, you know, to try and establish and get things done. And it can be discouraging, but I am one who will not quit. I won't stop. I'll keep pressing through, you know, because I know that a door will open up, an opportunity will come, and it'll shut the mouths of the gainsayers, so to speak. You know, everybody has their time, and sometimes I think that my time is not yet, but everyone has their time, and my time will come.
What issues do you think are very prevalent between black men and black women?
Black women and black men, I believe, communication is huge. Um, trying to be on the same page, trying to understand each other's needs and wants. Um, I see a lot of issues where we as black women have kind of pushed our men away, you know, due to one reason or another. And we're not as supportive as we should be, um, for and to our black men. You know, we're so gung ho on having our rights and having all of these things, but bottom line is he's the head. How can he be the head if he doesn't have no support? If he has no arm of help? How can he lead? We're expecting them to do all of these things and be all of these things for us, but yet we have a challenge speaking to them right, respectfully, without condescending. We have a very difficult time. And basically, most of us, most of the females, we're all on our own. We're single mothers for crying out. We're single parents raising babies, raising children. And that's not how God designed it to be. God designed a husband and a wife to come together, to raise children, to raise a household, um, and to train the children. The mother can't be a father to her sons.
What
She
do
can't.
what do you feel that black women need from black men?
I feel that they need understanding. Understanding that we're both coming from the same side. We both are looking for the same things, and we need better communication and we need understanding. You know, we as women have to take a step back and really think about what it is that we're trying to accomplish and what we're trying to do and how we're going about it. Um, for men, I believe they need a greater understanding of who and what we are. Um, we're not as cut and dry. You know, they wrote a book some time back called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And if you have even read that book, then you would understand how different we are, but we're the same. I'm sorry, my cat has so much to say right now. But
That's
yeah, um, we are different. We approach things differently. Women approach things differently. Men approach things from a different angle than we do. Um, they're more about the facts. We're more about um, we're we're so optimistic. We're women. We're so we're a little bit more, and we are a handful. I admit it. We are. We're a handful. We're also
I mean,
issue.
I would say though, if you don't mind me, uh,
Nope.
the women of our community have been through a lot
Yeah.
and continue to go through a lot. When I look at my mother, and I
Yeah.
look, for instance, if you don't mind me bringing this up, the rape, the abuse,
Yeah.
and whether it's women and men abusing boys or women and men abusing girls, and then when you go to your mom or to someone, your aunt, your uncle, for help, they're told you to shut
Yeah.
up. And so many women have to carry that, so many boys have to carry that throughout their lives.
Yeah.
How do we how can we as black men and black women work together to create a way for those issues to be handled? Like I've created Poetic Recovery so culturally we can address that. As a singer, how do you think we can utilize our gifts to heal what's been done in our communities, what's happening to our homes that we don't want to speak about?
We need to let them know that in song that this is not the end. This isn't over. Um, and this is not all that you have to look forward to. There is more. There is better. There is a way out. There's a way over. There's a way through. There's a way under. There's a way around. We can do this together, not by ourselves, but together. We have to show love. Love is the quintessential thing. Without love, we're not going to be able to draw anybody anywhere. We're not even going to be able to make a mark. We have to show love. Christ said that with loving kindness has he drawn us, and we have to show forth that loving kindness. All of us are coming from different paths. We have different paths, different walks. We've had different experiences, even though some are similar. Okay. I just want people to know you're not by yourself. There are others here with you that have maybe have gone through the same thing, you know, if not similar, and can help you through. We're here to help each other. We're not here to leave anybody behind. And that's the thing. We so used to running on me, myself, and mine, and 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 we leaving everything and everybody behind. We can't do that. We got to come together. We got to pull each other up. We got to push each other. We have to get there together. It doesn't make any sense for us to make it by ourselves. That defeats the purpose of even trying to live if we just want to do things for ourselves. You know, we have to want to pull each other up. And music, I believe, any type of music has the ability to do that. It depends on the words.
Can
The
you
words have to be powerful enough.
can you recall a time where you sang a song and then someone came up to you just astounded how much you've touched them?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
This was a few years back. I have had other experiences, but then we were doing a presentation for a guest that had come through, and the title of the song um, was Down Through the Years. And this particular song was so powerful that it caused a lot of people to cry as they began to think about where they had come from, um, what they had experienced in their walk or their life. And um, they came up afterward and said, "You don't know how much that song touched my heart. You don't know how much that song helped me." I don't know. People could be on the verge of suicide. You don't know. And then the words from a song will turn all that around. You just don't know. You don't know where folks are at. You don't know the impact that you have on people with just a simple song. We might not think it's anything, they might think the world of it, you know? But I thank God for those experiences. I still have them today where, every now and again I will put something up on Facebook. I'll just put up a random song. And then people just be like, "Thank you for that. You don't know where I was. You don't know what I was dealing with." And that's a blessing to me to hear that I helped someone.
I know when I hear your voice, it brings me out of someone who's suffering, who's um, the trauma that I've been through in my life. You sent me a song not too long ago. I can't remember the words. What were the words?
Oh yeah, it was about peace.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
It was
Let me find it.
your words. You just sounded your voice. If anybody else would have said it, I would have been like, "Yo, man, just keep walking, right?" But the sound of your voice made it so convincing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, yo, all right,
yeah,
I'll take that. She said it. Okay.
yeah,
You know, um,
yeah. That was actually my daughter put that together, and I just helped her. I helped her because she was in a place where she needed to encourage herself, and she said, "Mommy, can you help me?" And I said, "Sure." So that's how we ended up putting that together. But I couldn't send it via Facebook. I ended up having to send it to a few people that I chose through
was it
Messenger.
"Let there be peace, let there be peace, let there be
No,
peace"?
I am resolute in my peace. I am resolute in my peace.
Well, I can do that, but how did this? How did it sound?
Oh, it came out good. I don't know if you can hear it from here,
No,
but
I can't hear it from there, but maybe if you could give us a sample, like a real life sample?
Yeah, I'll try. We haven't did it in a minute. Okay. In my peace, in my peace, I am strong and resolute in my peace, in my peace, in my peace. I am strong and resolute in my peace, in my peace, in my peace. I am strong, resolute in my peace. Ooh, in my peace, in my peace. I am strong and resolute in my peace.
All right, so I thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I have to ask you, what song in your journey as a woman, as a black woman, as a singer, has helped you the most, that has spoken to your issues? And would you be able to share that with us tonight?
Ooh, yeah, I have a lot. Um, but the main one would be Take Me to the King.
Stop right there. Stop right there right now. Listen, yo, listen, let me tell you something. I think that
Yeah.
song should replace Amazing Grace. I think Amazing Grace should be, if any song is to be culture canceled out of the black community, should be Amazing Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Written by a slave ship captain who went back to sell slaves again,
Right.
right? I think, and I'm not even religious, but I think Take Me to the King, because you can take that and replace it to higher with higher power, creator, and it is
Yeah.
just so incredibly universal. I apologize for interrupting.
No, not at all.
You
Not
touched
at
something
all.
in me when you said that. Please tell us why that song means so much to you.
Yeah.
Please tell us why that song means so much to you. And if you could just bless us with your own rendition, I'd appreciate
Sure.
it.
Oh Lord, that song means so much. When you talk about Take Me to the King, we go through so much. I'm under tremendous amount of stress, tremendous amount of pressure right now, and that song has carried me through. Um, um, and it talks about truth is I'm tired. My options are few. I've tried to pray, but where are you? And then it says I'm all churched out. So you done had enough church. You tired of scripture. You're tired of waiting for something to happen. And you're looking for God just to be God and move on your behalf and stop all this other stuff that's happening around you. You're looking for a breakthrough. You're looking for a means to an end. And that song is like, take me to the King. You know, the scripture says that he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. He covers us, he wraps us in his arms. You know what I mean? He loves us. He broods over us like a mother hen broods over her chicks. He loves us that much. And even as we're going through, and even in the midst of our suffering, he's there holding us. He's got his arms around us. As a matter of fact, remember footprints in the sand? If anybody remembers footprints in the sand, then you know how it ended. It ended with there were two footsteps in the sand, and then after a while there was only one footstep. But it wasn't your footsteps, it was the footsteps of Christ. Why? Because he was carrying you. So that song has great meaning to me. There are others, but that one in particular has great meaning. Okay. So,
would you be willing to sing us at least a verse of that?
Yeah, I can do a verse.
Or two, three?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Hmm. Oh, don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. Oh, can faith what's left to do? Truth is, I'm weak, no strength to fight, no tears to cry. Even if I try, but still my soul refuses to die. One touch will change my life. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Glory in the way we keep making mistakes. Glory's not for us, it's all for you. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Take me to the King. Take me to the King. Take me to the King.
Come on, y'all. Unmute your mics and carry it out.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, very moving.
I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight and being our interviewee for, celebrating Women's History Month. Um, thank you so incredibly much. Is there anything I didn't ask? Is there anything that you would want people to know about you? Is there
Um,
anything that you want to say to the people out there?
yeah, I have to put a plug in for my business that I'm trying to get up off the ground. It's called Sing With Me Studios. And basically, what it's about is that we know that our children have had such a rough time, and how things are going with them with the Zoom learning and all that other stuff. Um, I am able to give them an outlet. I am taking children from the ages of 3 to 15 and teaching them how to sing. And it's giving them a place. Like right now, I have flyers for my business. Okay. So Sing With Me Studios. Okay. Um, and the purpose, and I'll give the purpose. It says the goal of Sing With Me Studios is to build your child's self-confidence and character, to enable them the freedom of self-expression in the area of music and song. Our children carry so much inside that is not voiced out in the open. And this generally leads to depression, anxiety, isolation, and other things. Music gives them the opportunity to find another outlet for their feelings, a positive place for them to walk in. So that's what I am pushing this. I have 2 candidates already. I have one young lady that I am pushing and getting her out, getting her used to singing. And she's been doing our praise and worship on Wednesday evenings at All Power Ministries, and she's been doing so good. And she's 9, 10 years old. Beautiful voice. So what I'm trying to do is instill confidence in her. Um, and we're doing that as far as Sing With Me Studios. So um, I
I
could,
like
if anybody, huh?
I like to help spread the word,
Okay.
and I like to talk with you. I've been teaching poetry at Eli's Brookings for over 10 years. So I definitely want to, help support what you're doing, in the capacity that I have, help get the word out. Do you guys have a website yet?
No, I don't have a website created.
I can
Right
help you.
now,
I can
they
help you
could,
with I can help you with a basic website for now if you want.
okay,
Um,
yep,
so let's talk about that.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right now, if anybody has any questions or is interested in allowing their child to come in and be a part of that, they can inbox me in Messenger,
Now,
and I
if
will respond.
I'd also like to talk to you, I'd also like to talk to you and show you how you can do it, over the internet as well. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Such as like what we're doing right here, using WebEx. For those who won't be comfortable sending their students in person,
Yeah, yeah,
I can teach you how to do this so
yep.
then you can train them online and you can
Hmm.
accept payment for it as well. So if you want to do that, we can start doing that when I'm done with school, and we can do that in April.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Topic.
So wait, I have a question for Terry. This is Andrea. My
Hi,
camera's not.
Andrea.
Hi, Terry. I think I've met you before the pandemic,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and I'm just wondering. My grandsons, they're 11, almost 12,
Mhm.
and they love to sing, and they're They're just, yeah, it's great. But they wouldn't be able to come in person. That's how you're doing
Okay.
it right now, is in person?
Yeah, but we're very few. I'm all about the social distancing right now. Um, I won't take no more than 5. And if they do come, you have to have your masks. There's plenty of space, plenty of room for them to spread out, and nobody will be on top of each other for right now until I can get the online stuff established.
And we'll be working on that starting in April.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how would I get in touch with you before you've got your website set?
I can be reached on Facebook at Terry A. Reynolds.
I
And
don't
if you
do
have
face.
access to Messenger, if you have access to Messenger, then I'll be able to.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm technologically illiterate.
And Andrea, if you sign up on the listserv, I'll also be sending her information out on the listserv, so I can text you that information as well.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I got to hear you sing, Terry, and I really regret that
Thank
I
you.
missed your talk, your interview. But I can
Uh,
watch it, right, Maurice? It's being recorded. I can watch it later.
Yes, yes.
yes.
I'm putting a link for the sign up on the listserv in the
Okay.
chat right now.
All right.
So I just put the link in, so anybody wanting to get the information for Terry's studio can click on the listserv link right now and sign up. And I'll be sending the information out periodically. Um, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Terry, can you give us a topic that, because every Friday night we get a
Yeah.
topic, and so you're our interviewee tonight. And if you can give us a topic and we
Okay.
can write on
All right. Equality.
equality. All right, before we start writing, I'm gonna go around and do what I do every Friday. Let's start with Blessings. Devon, how you doing, brother? How was your week?
Peace, y'all. My week been mad busy, but I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing well. How y'all
That's
doing?
good, man. Good to see. It's good to hear your voice, man. Wish we could see your face, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This thing's taking. There we go. This thing's taking forever to load. They spent like 15 minutes trying to connect. Then my audio wasn't connected. I'm like, dang, this is like I never used WebEx before.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I want to let everybody know that we are streaming live. We're on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Heard around the world. If you don't want to be seen, you can keep your camera off so we can hear your voice. But yeah, man, we're doing it big. Sean, how you doing, brother? Welcome, peace.
Good, I'm good. I'm glad to be.
This is good. Good to hear you doing well. How was your week?
Yeah, not bad. Trying to enjoy the weather for today, was pretty good over here, so not too bad. How about yours?
Man, my week has been man, up and down, man. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with health issues and stress, so on and so forth. But you know what they say, bro? It can always be worse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm counting my blessings, you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that I'm not paying attention to what's going on, because I'm definitely doing that.
Or
You know what I'm saying? And eating healthier. Um, grateful for people for like Blessings Divine for doing community gardens. Can't wait to get out and get some more food from this brother. You
yeah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
real, you should start growing some vegetables in the back, Maurice.
Oh man, I just moved into my new place, so that's gonna
Oh,
happen.
congrats! I had no idea.
Thanks.
Okay,
It's gonna happen.
okay.
It's gonna happen. I gotta I got to talk with Blessing Divine to see what it is I need to grow,
Yo,
based on,
definitely.
health needs and stuff like that. So, as you
Okay.
know, Blessing Divine does a lot with urban gardening, you know what I'm saying, and health and wealth, you know what I'm
What?
saying? So, yeah,
You're not going outside.
Just to plug real quick, we're doing another outdoor garden planting workshop this Sunday. So we'll be doing that more regularly. We give away a lot of free game on Instagram and stuff like that, on Instagram Live and stuff like that. You catch us live every Friday at noon at SAMAD Gardens Initiative. Also SAMAD Gardens Initiative.com.
or and also, man, if you can load up some videos in Poetic Recovery in the group, bro, you know what I'm saying, and put that information in the video, you know what I'm saying, when you load it up, that'd be dope. So I can send it out, you know what I'm saying? Um, Andrea, how you doing? How was your week, Andrea?
Oh, good week. Got out in the beautiful weather, bikes, visited with my grandsons. Yeah, life is pretty good.
That's good. I'm glad you got a chance to do that.
Thank
Caller two,
you.
welcome. How you doing, caller two? Welcome, caller two. You're on mute, caller two.
Yeah, how you doing? This is Jerry. How's everybody doing?
Good, brother Jerry. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
How was your week, bro?
My week was good. My week was good. Had a couple things that couple high points in it, and so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. One of them was yesterday. I actually got my first vaccination shot yesterday, and so yeah, that has been kind of touch and go, but yeah, it finally happened. So I'm psyched about that. The other thing that happened, I don't know if I should say to me or with me or for me, was that by kind of just through serendipity, I ran across this article, and they were talking about breathing, right? And so I took the time. It was like a 10-minute or 9-minute article. So I took the time to really focus on it and get through it all. And at the end, it was like transformative, because I never had really understood just the dynamics of breathing and how this thing that we all do every day of our lives is so critical and crucial on so many levels and planes, and so yeah, so I got introduced to the fine art of breathing, and so that was it was an eye opener for me. And other than that, my week has been going pretty good. I got some good news today. Yeah, I found out that my car doesn't need like extensive work. It's a relatively minor fix and I have been kind of stressing because I was thinking, oh yeah, I can't afford this or that or blah blah blah. So at any rate, I kind of just let things go and things came to me. So it was a good week.
I'm glad it was a good week for you. I just want to let everybody know that when you guys are not speaking, please put your mic on mute. I keep going around and having to put people's mic on mute. What happens is that when your mic is not on mute and something happens in the background, the person that's speaking is not the person that they're looking at. So please put your mic on mute. When I mute it, please don't unmute it unless you're going to speak. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's not that I have a control issue; it's that I'm forced to control it. So, Did I miss anybody? Caller 3. How you doing, caller 3? You on mute? Want to mute yourself, caller 3? How you doing, caller 3? How was your week? Caller 3? All right, well, it's kind of hard to navigate the phone system sometimes. I know that. We're here for you, caller 3. You ready to get on? Just, let us know, and we got you. So Terry said, what did she say? What did Terry say the topic was? You got, what did you say, Andrea?
Equality.
Equality, yes.
Exact.
What'd you say? Blessings?
Right and exact.
Word. Hey, Blessings, you want to bless us with a beat so we can write to that? We're going to take 5 to 7 minutes to write to equality. And then we're going to come back and we're going to share what we got. Equality. Matter of fact, before we go around, before we write about that, just take 30 seconds each person to say what equality means to you. Let's start with you, Blessings. Equality, what does it mean to you?
Um, equality is a compound word, which means it's two words in one. It's the quality of the energy. E being energy.
Andrea, what does equality mean to you?
Like what Blessings just said. Going with that, quality of the energy is sacred and connected.
Or caller 2, Jerry. What is equality to you?
Yeah, well, I have a different view of equality, I guess, than a lot of people. I see it as more of a negative than a positive.
How so?
In the sense, on one level, in the sense that it's an artificial horizon, that the whole notion of a dead balance just doesn't happen. On another level, I think it's about it kind of denies individuality, as whereas you might have certain strengths and I have other strengths, and that together, it's synergy and stuff. Whereas I think just looking at everything from eye to eye and people being on the same level, the same plane, is not necessarily a positive thing. And that's just my humble view of equality.
Do you mind if I comment on that, Jerry?
As long as can I respond to your comment?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think the idea of equality is not so that everyone's the same. I think the idea of equality is that everybody has access to the system and not just a particular group based on the color of their skin. So I think there is room within the concept of equality that you are who you are and I am who I am, but we're not being denied access to education based on the color of our skin, that even though we're different colors, we both should have access to the same opportunity of getting employment than anybody else of a different skin color or their sex, their gender, so on and so forth. I don't think that it implicitly denies the fact that we're all different and that we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. Does that make sense?
It does, and I hear you, And so I guess just to that, I would just say, just briefly, and it may sound like it's splitting hairs, but there's equality and then there's equity.
Yep.
And I see, and they're similar, but they're not the same. I guess I see my view of equity is the same as kind of coincides with most other people's view of equality,
Right.
because I think, again, having access to something doesn't mean that you are able to actually leverage it in the same way that someone else would be able to leverage it. But anyway, that's just my view.
Oh, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with a lot of what you're saying, Jerry. I just wanted to, add that a little bit. Go ahead, blessings.
Yeah, just to drop a plus degree, if I may. It's more so context based. Like equality doesn't really have anything. We apply it to the context of the racist system of America, the oppressive system of America, but that's not its true context. At its basis form, it just means that my life value is worth no more than yours, nor is yours worth no more than mine. Equity is like, how do we get there?
Word. Word. Caller 3. You there, caller 3? Jerry, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jerry.
Okay.
Caller 3, you there? Sean, what's your view on equality?
My view on equality. I agree with you and blessings. The natural basis or meaning behind equality, but I don't know. I think maybe the word equality was just to, in a sense, maybe piggyback off of the real means of not being equal, I guess. Maybe that's why they made that word, but that's my view on equality.
I think you hit the nail on the head when you got a group of people going around hanging people, killing people, preventing them from voting, right? When you have women being prevented from getting employment, voting, et cetera, then you have to address it, right? You take one concept, you take another one, and you put them up face to face, right? And so equality is just saying, now there's another context where I'm like, yo, no one's better than me. So like the whole concept of equality should not exist, right? But the reality is we live in a big world and there's a lot of hateful people out here. And so we need an argument to offset the argument that someone's less than anybody else because they're different, right? So yeah. So equality, here we go. Blessings, you ready? You got that beat? Dreamworthy Studios, Blessings Divine. Yo, when I come back and I'm like, time's up, time's up. Can you bring it up a little bit, Blessings? All right, we got about 2 more minutes left. When this ends, we're ready. Yo, band. Thank you so much, brother, man. Bringing the
Yes, sir.
music, dream-worthy beats. That's what's up. So, Liz Filomeno, welcome. The emissary. Oh my Lord, Pearl's in the house. Peace.
Oh, hi, everybody. It was on mute.
Hello.
How was your week, Pearl?
Hello, everybody, too. Hey, blessings, Sean.
How was your week, Liz?
What's up, Liz?
Peace.
It was good. Busy working.
That's good. That's good. How was your week, Pearl? I want to remind everybody when you're done talking, please mute your mic. That goes for me too. All right, Liz. So you can go last. You and Pearl can go last. We wrote about equality. That's what the poem was about, equality. While you was playing beats, Blessings, did you write anything?
No, sir. I've
Let
been
me go
on my
get something. I'll be
freestyle
right back.
game real heavy.
All right. Andrea, did you write anything?
Yes, but I don't want to go first.
All right.
Maurice.
Who was that?
Sean Maurice.
Did you write something?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Take it away.
All right. Let's see. Let me find it real quick. Okay, got it. All right. This poem is called "To the Top." Plans, ideas, the future. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm going to the top. Maybe, just maybe, I'll make it to the top. Never looking down, but also never looking up. This is where I belong, at the top. Where I'm from, you'll see me. I'm on top of the world. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Jerry, did you write something?
Yeah, I did.
Take it away, brother.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
You got the mic. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, this is a very, very short piece. Equality. On the positive side, it means not less than. On the negative side, it means nothing more. That's what I got.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Caller 3, you there? Just checking in, caller 3. All right, Andrea, would you like to go?
Okay. Equality. The quality of the energy is sacred and connected. Sacred balance. No more, no less, more or less, depending on need. Each person's need is honored and met within the connectedness of the whole, the all. When one might stumble and fall, another stands tall, reaches out to pull one up and out of the mire of trouble inflicted but not deserved. That reaching heals, no matter how it feels. In the moment of inclusion, dispelling all confusion, the carousel of time leaves no one behind. Come, take my hand. Our connection was planned by a greater force than I alone can understand. Let us honor each other as sister and brother, so the quality of the energy continues to shine in the light of the divine. That's it.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you.
Welcome.
Liz looked like she's hard at work over there. You writing, Liz? I can't hear you. You muted.
I'm laughing because you're absolutely right. But I look like I'm working, but I'm actually looking for my poem. Give me a minute.
I know you so well. You know, huh? So, hey, Pearl, do you have anything? You're muted, Pearl.
Yeah, I do. But is there anybody else going before me? Can I go last?
I can go before you.
Can I
Just let you guys know we are streaming. We are on radio.
I want to go.
PoeticRecovery.net, YouTube. If you don't feel comfortable, you can always use your camera. But
I don't get to.
we are growing. I was done with Poetic Recovery. I was going through a lot last week emotionally. I was done. But I extended it to the end of May. By then I should
You
be over
still
my
here, Maurice?
but I should be over my emotional traumas. All right. Equality. A rebuttal against sexism, racism, homophobia, and the other issues. It's not an individual negation. It's not a summation. It's an idea that the floodgates must open, resources not hoarded, ballot boxes stuffed with votes from all walks of life, all tallied, counted towards change while we are different and not the same. That's why we build communities to harvest collective energy, build infrastructure. Equality is not a question, it's a statement. It's not asking, I'm basking in the strength of rebellion, trying to leverage who I am and what I bring to the table. That's my poem. Liz, what you got? What you got, Liz?
I don't have anything on equality. I thought I did, but I don't.
All right, all right. Well, make sure you
So,
put it out because we about to start another round. Make sure you grab something. Hey, Pearl, you done, Pearl?
Yeah, I'm done.
Right. It's your mic, Pearl. It's your mic.
You recording? I got my baby right here, so excuse me. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second.
I pressed the C. I pressed the D.
Majesty here. Go in the kitchen with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was still on mute. I was not on mute. Okay, come. Okay. Equality. What does that mean for me? We all get the same chance, even though we're treated different. Black people, the epitome of the American dream. Same rights, same laws. American laws, there's always a clause. But just because we look, act, and sing different, the definition of equality is the state of being equal, especially in status, rights, and opportunities. That's what I got.
Mommy.
That, I like that. Word.
Word. Word.
I need help.
Word.
I need help now.
Word. That was on point. That's on point.
Thank you. I gotta add some more to it. But that's what I got for now. Yeah.
I
Do
feel you.
these
You know,
things.
that's what editing is
That's why
always
we
about.
got these things.
You know what I'm saying? Being able to go back and look at it again, add and change what you need. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for sharing what you got. Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting me share.
There.
All
Hi,
right.
Pearl. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Andrea.
Thank you.
Always supporting the open mics and participating. It was good to hear your poem too.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I like the music from Blessings Divine. Is that your name?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Dreamworthy beats. All right. We're gonna do the next round. Next round. Liz, you up. Next round.
It doesn't need to be on equality, right?
Yeah.
I know, I'm just messing with you. All right. Okie dokie. So here we go. I don't have a title for this, but I think it's a good one. So, there is no honor in my words in this world of make believe. Nothing is what it is. For every beautiful lie, there is an ugly truth. I live my life seeing what my eyes allow me to see, but more of my vision is now tainted. 2020 is a thing of the past. It's sad, actually. I'm living in a haze, blinded and crazed. Real eyes recognize real lies. There is no honesty in reality. The malice from them has taught me not to trust. It has taken my view as an optimist and turned it into a pessimist. I see evil, and I feel there is no truth to anything or anyone anymore. People are just not what they seem. Underneath the skin and fake smiles, there is emptiness, malice, and deceit. They extend their meaningless words, extend a hand that may as well have fangs, the fangs of a snake. Beware, because sooner or later that hand will strike and poison your mind, poison your heart and soul. The poison will run through your body and rob you of the essence that is you. Dissolve your trust, zest for life, happiness, and love. Your positive outlook of life and people is now a thing of the past. Hold on, I'm not done. You no longer see the goodness in anyone. You look past the window, but it's blurred like a stained glass. No beauty on the other side, never sure of what you are looking at. I stare and look for a sign of hope, but I see nothing. I'm afraid to get close, afraid of what facade the future will reveal. Push back, stay away from me. You stole my soul, robbed me of my life, my peace of mind, and my tranquility. You filled my heart with doubt. You have awakened the demons of my past. I'm not illiterate to the evils. They have pursued me all my life. I ran and stayed 10 steps ahead of for years, but I feel like they have found me. You opened the door when you caused me to be weak of spirit and mind. Now I have to fight them and rid myself of them somehow. Rid myself of them before they make me so sick that I find my own remedy. Before they bring me to my eternal rest. Friendship is rare. Underneath, there is nothing but envy. Your friends are not really your friends, they're loaded enemies. I would prefer to dine with my enemy, because at least I know where they stand. I have no choice but to question people's intentions. Read between the lines of my fellow woman or man.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
Okay.
Thank
Word.
you.
What's the name of that?
I don't have a title for it.
Word. Thank you.
I could call it Snake in the Grass. No. Because it's about how people are most times turn out like they're not what they seem. But you never really know until you get to know them. So unfortunately.
That's true.
Hmm. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying some.
So,
Yeah, some.
Andrea, what you got? Blessings, what you got?
They're still on equality.
No. Oh, come on, man. Yeah,
Hey, cause
I don't know how this works.
nah, I'm just saying you done skipped me last time. That's all I'm saying. I was gonna say
Oh no,
something, but you had
I
to
did
go
it.
already.
Did I not ask Blessings if he got something on equality?
Yeah, he
She said,
did.
nah, man. I was just doing my beat thing real heavy.
Hold up. Let me clarify this real quick. You said, did you write anything while he's doing beats? I said no, but I got my freestyle game on point. I'm a freestyle MC, mind you. I can freestyle for hours. You know what I mean? Without repeating myself.
Okay, so what you could have done, and I'm gonna say this. Someone said this to me, what you could have done, and I was like, "Oh, you to tell me what I could have did." Right?
You tell me. That's right. You could be right. So
What you
take it.
could have done was said, "I didn't write anything, but I could freestyle on equality." How was I supposed to know that you was running a freestyle on equality? So I would now that I know, please let me know that you got a freestyle in case my imperfections come out and I don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
That's my beat, I'm sure. You know,
All right,
sometimes Ebonics something, but since we moved on to do something different, I'm gonna do a little
yeah.
sneak preview. This gonna be on my next album coming out. I flow for those who seek hope. This ain't the end of the road, just unpaved path, but most don't know. So I give them my knowledge to grow. You want a full of complete freedom, first you need a free dome. That's the mind. So take the time to get your mind right. Refine on the inside, enhance your mind sight. Visualize the kind of impact you want to have, but never small because you're bigger than that. Your value higher, just spitting the facts. I studied myself enough to find the love and I give it in raps. Find in the attack, not robbery, but frequencies, in tune with laws and how to attract. And first is vibration. The highest part of the spectrum comes from right thinking. The most correct thoughts that we feed on impact the mind sky like the shines from the dawn. So first recharge and then we yawn. Just keep strong.
Go ahead, blessings divine.
What? Get it. Get it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a encourage people to invite a couple of people next weekend, next Friday. Invite a couple of folks. As soon as we get up to 20 people every Friday, we're going to start with the concert series, Verbal Medics, where we're going to do online, concerts. Artists can get paid, sell their merch. You know what I'm saying? So let's build this up. Sean, what you got over there? You got something? Pearl, what you got? What you got, Pearl?
And do we have a theme right now? Is there a theme? Can you hear me? No, what is that?
Nah. So the way it goes is that when I do an interview, have the interviewee give us a topic at the end of the interview, and usually I have them expound on the topic, right? But instead, what I did was they gave us a topic, and I went through each person asking them what they thought equality was, and based on that energy, we went into a writing frenzy. Then what happens after that? We come out and we read that poem. You know what I'm saying? And then we do other rounds. So once that round is over, that's done. Then we go into like what we have, what we brought to the table. All right. So you're up, Pearl.
Okay, I'll go pull up one of my old homes. I know I need to write something new. But let me just pull this photo up on my computer. Yeah, baby, I'm coming. Hold on. Okay, this one called Supermarket Puns. This one called Supermarket Puns. So okay, baby. Okay, Supermarket Puns. All these knives and you still ain't cutting it. All these eyeglasses and you still don't see me. All these curtains and you still can't shade me. Hold on.
Pearl, can you lower the camera so we can see you?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to move my position. Okay. This inspired by Supermarket Puns. All these knives and you still ain't cutting it. All these eyeglasses and you still don't see me. All these curtains and you still can't shade me. All these condoms and you still can't offer me no protection. All this schooling and you still ain't got no class. All these coats and you still can't keep me warm. All these frames and you still don't get the picture. All these bikes and you still don't know how to ride Bonnie and Clyde. All these toothbrushes and your mouth still dirty. All this soap and you still won't clean up your act. All these sunglasses, you always throwing shade. All these towels and you still can't dry my tears. All these magnets and we still can't connect. All these cars in park and you still drive me away. All these Caesars and you still ain't cutting it close. All these seeds and you still ain't bear no fruit. All this hip hop and I still can't catch a break. All these exits and you still can't find an escape. All these trophies and you still can't win me over. All these cigarettes and you still don't want no smoke. All this soda and you won't even pop. All this math and you still can't get my number. All these bags and you still can't hold me. All this perfume and you still can't smell me. All these Barnes and Nobles, I definitely read you. All these libraries and you still not an open book. All these yoga classes and you still not flexible. All these GMOs, all you ever do is manipulate. All these toys and I still don't play no games. All these planes and I still didn't take off. All these nails and we still ain't scratched the surface. All these casinos and you still not playing your cards right. All these computers and you still don't have a network. All these reports and we still didn't make any progress. All these letters and we still haven't had said a word since. All these signs and signals and you still can't follow directions. All these red flags and you still didn't heed the warning. All this seasoning and your taste is still bland. All these traps and you still can't catch me. All these mops and you still crying over spilled milk. All this music and you still not in tune. All this Pepto Bismol and you still make me sick to my stomach. Sorry. All these pregnancy tests and we still haven't came to a conclusion. All these books and I never knew knowledge. That's it.
Word. I like that.
Yo,
That was dope.
yo, I wrote that. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Amazing,
Yo,
Pearl.
it's like somebody writes something and you like, oh, you mad. You mad because you didn't write it.
Well,
You like, yo, that was
Maurice
dope.
Tay trying
Like,
to take credit.
you know what I'm saying? You like, that's the least I can do. I mean, hey, yo, that's dope, man. Pearl, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's just too dope.
That was really dope. I like that. Yeah.
Yo, that's that. Oh my God. I remember when she first read it. I think I was the first person to hear it, right?
I don't know if you was the first person because I had did it at my school one time.
Oh, because I felt like I was the first person. I
I
felt
don't know, you
special.
might have been because we was doing a lot of writing back then or performing.
Yo, I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's dope. That is dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right, man. That got me. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right. You know you're a good writer when people be like, oh, snap, what? All right. This is my favorite one. Did I skip anybody? Okay, I just want to make sure.
Wait, did Andrea go? And blessings?
Blessings did the freestyle. Blessings did the
Oh,
freestyle.
he did his thing. Okay. Andrea?
She said she don't have any more.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. You might not know Andrea, but I know Andrea, right? Andrea writes, right? And when she writes, it is dope. And my line blessings,
No, sir.
you know what I'm saying? So when Andrea brings some of her gems up, it's gonna be a whole different evening. That's all I gotta say. All right. And please tell John I said hello and let him know he's welcome.
You second that.
I wanna see the way
Thank you
to a
both.
brighter day. I wanna see the way to a brighter day. Yeah. My horrific abuse of past is gone. Back then, it was the dawn of uprising pain and self-destruction. Life slowly disrupting for being the lost child, the predator in the wild, learning about straps and razors, intimidation, sexual favors, bagging drugs, alcohol, a life. Ironically, I wanted to live right, but my emotional door was closing, and my spirit and hope began eroding. I wanted to die, evaporate. I pray for life, a mind to separate. Molestation and abuse is all positive projection, yet still inside, I fought for correction. I want to see the way to a brighter day. I want to see the way to a brighter day. Yeah. Nobody changed my life but threatened me to live right. It was the lost time that sent the sign that I could do whatever, despite the stormy air and the weather. Counselors, pastors, and convicts, so my potential was intricate. And the jail cell, kneeling and praying, they saw my potential before it did. It was the bad boys that threw me dope, the good boys threw me hope. So I decided to be somebody, not just a lump of something. Sorry, I had to develop a plan so that I could become a responsible Black man. I want to see the way to a brighter day. I want to see the way to a brighter day. Yeah. I had to develop a plan so that I can become a responsible Black man. This journey won't be short or easy. I want to rid self and negativity within me. Doesn't mean I'm bad, just an environmental product of foster child trying to get us stuck. DSS don't come around anymore. My mind beating, accepting lashes like a freaky whore. The village must have burned, no one came to my rescue. I told my story, they gave me a noose. So it doesn't matter when leaders and preachers give up or purposely abuse you so they can rise up on an economical level and forget you. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, is what they say. So I pray and I pray. I want to see the way to a brighter day. I want to see the way to a brighter day. Yeah, day, yeah, day. Yeah. Thank you.
Good job. I was gonna pop in there and sing that the bridge with you, but I said let me not disturb him.
It,
my,
the reason I don't be doing that is due to latency. And when we bobbing their head and they used to start beatboxing and start rhyming over something they got playing, and like the timing don't add up. Everyone's hearing something different, so everyone's looking at me like this dude's off. I thought he was supposed to be good, so I don't do that no more.
you don't do what no more? B-box?
Try to like freestyle or beatbox or do something in time with someone else in a different window on Zoom or something. You know what I mean? Because the
Yeah,
latency, everyone's hearing something different, and you can't just be on time based off what you hear.
yeah.
Everyone gonna be looking at you like you done messed it up. I'm like, no, it ain't me, bro. Ain't me.
No, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Man, it's 9:38 in my time. in my space.
I thought I heard Sean's voice there for a split second a little while ago.
Sean, you say something?
Nada.
Did you say nada?
Yeah. No.
I'm like, nada. Is that the only Spanish word you know, Sean?
A lot of Spanish, Maurice. Surprisingly, but I just don't speak it.
That sounds like nada to me.
Nada. Yo, hey, listen, I want to talk to y'all about something real quick. This pandemic, man, like what we've learned from this pandemic, right? I learned that we are not ready. We wasn't ready, right? And I learned this pandemic has taught me that this society is really jacked up. What it also taught me, you don't mess with black people when we ain't working. We got time to plan and plot and come back. You don't mess with people during a pandemic. We take to the streets, yo. It was the perfect time to for the system to act up, because it was the perfect time for us to act up in response. And I've also got to see that many people will act up with us. You know what I'm saying? Right? And but I've also learned that many of us are hurting in one way or another, right? And when we attack each other from a place of pain, we're not listening. We won't listen. We'll attack each other from a place of pain. I just went through something recently, and I learned that I still have some growing to do. When I'm attacked, when I feel attacked, I attack back, right? And it's like blinders. I don't care what's going on, I'm gonna attack back, right? And the reason why I brought this up is because um, I think sometimes we expect a lot of each other. We expect so much of each other, and we don't really listen to each other. Not us, just society in general, you know. And I appreciate you all for coming through and taking time to hear each other as much as possible, and allowing us to hear you being vulnerable, and allowing the greater world out there to see us in our vulnerable state, because it sends a message to the rest of the world that we can be vulnerable, and that being vulnerable makes us stronger, not weaker. You know, so I want to thank you all. I think there's a. I know I have a long ways to go. You know, this right here was it is an expression of my desperation to have a place in society where there's healing. You know, and I want to be in. I just invited someone to be interviewed in a couple weeks whose children were taken by DSS. Um, in creating Poetic Recovery, I've always stated that if there's anyone who's ever been abused by DSS, this is always a platform they can be heard, and we will help share their stories. Um, so with that, I want to say thank you all very much for allowing me to get to know you, for entrusting me with your most vulnerable and sacred parts of yourselves. I appreciate that, and I want to let you know that I appreciate that. And thank you for respecting mine, for hearing my pain, and respecting that pain. I appreciate that. And some of y'all became some really dope artists. You know what I'm saying? Liz, man, when I first met, how long ago we met, Liz?
I can't even, it's been at least 15 years, maybe.
Yeah, we've been through some stuff together, man, like the highs and lows of Poetic Recovery, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We done some
yeah.
big shows. We've done some big shows together. You know what I'm saying? Pearl, you and I done some really good stuff. You know, blessings. Sean, you know, and Andrea. I think we've all done some really great stuff. We've all shared some journeys and days together. And I thank you. I appreciate you.
And I want to say thank you, Maurice Soulfighter Taylor, for giving us the space when we thought we had nowhere and we were locked in and we had no way to express ourselves. You gave us somewhere to come and do that. And you have no idea how much freedom, even though we were not free to roam like we normally would or go out and do the stuff that we would normally do. You gave us a place where we could actually roam and do and speak and share and just kind of like let everything out. And because we were like, we still are kind of like locked down, but this was good because it allowed us the place to release whatever it was and share whatever it was that we were feeling or going through at the time. That freedom of expression, you gave us a place where we could come and exploit that, just come and just let it all out. And I'm not gonna lie, like you know, I've been doing this thing with you for a long time, and I fell back for a few years, and I'm glad that I came back now. And I swear, if it wasn't for you having this open, I don't know where I would be right now, honestly. Like, I was at a point where I just didn't know what else to do. And I said, let me just go back and try to release it through my poems, through my stuff, just talking, just being here. I didn't even have to read. I just needed to be somewhere where there were other people where I could just be a part of something. And you gave me that. And I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. And I want to say, I know there's a lot of issues in society over the years. I've always tried to make it a space where women didn't feel pressured, abused, or there is some thing attached. Um, Even when we disagreed, I never made it like, you agree with me or you're not going to perform. I've heard those stories, man, and they were really scary. You know what I mean? I saw the pain that women that I knew went through with some dude, trying to use their open mic or their event to get whatever they wanted. You know what I'm saying? I hope I've never made you all feel like that. You know what I mean? Hope I never make you all feel like that. I'm human. I'm human. Some of y'all beautiful. I see that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all beautiful. I got that. I see that. Sometimes I get attracted, but I hope you never ever felt like I've tried to control this space to get what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because that's never ever been who I am, or nor have I ever tried to be that. And this being Women's History Month, right? The many issues that are going on in society, I wanted to address that. You know what I'm saying? And I do hope that you all have, felt like that you could be yourself, that I've never tried to control, and force you to be something other than you. Outside of the fact that this is a family friendly space and that, but So, and feel free to speak at this point in time if you feel like I've been abusive, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about accountability. So please, if you have anything to say, have at it. Earl,
Yes.
you have anything in response? Anything that you'd like to say in response?
Um. Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm grateful for this space. And I had a bad experience one time with somebody who, I did music before, but it was like the mainstream, yeah. So I didn't want to do music like that again. And yeah, they didn't want to deal with me unless I was doing music like Cardi B or whatever, like them. And I didn't want to do that. So anyway, I appreciate this space that um you have for us, and you always encourage me to do, positive things. And I appreciate this space, and I appreciate all of y'all listening to me, because, my poems, they might, like, they might be off topic. Sometimes I'll be off topic. Or, they just have, like, their own thing. Well, the positive, sometimes they can be positive, sometimes they can be negative, So I appreciate this space for, everybody listening, you know, and supporting me, no matter what is the content of my poem, you know, long as I'm not trying to hurt nobody, and I appreciate everybody sharing their poems, because it takes me out of myself, but it also, I can relate to a lot of the things people said. So, even if I just feel these things, it's like other people have put it in words for me,
Yeah.
and they say things like we already know, and say things that maybe I didn't know, like, you know, have like enlightened me, and help me to not be naive. Yeah. Thank you.
The reality is that you can never ever be off topic, and here's why. Even though there's a topic, and I might skip over people if they didn't write that topic, because at that point in time there's a certain energy. The reason why you can never be off topic is because whatever you read is going to hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they need that at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So it'll never ever be off topic.
Mhm. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I like this space, because it's open for everyone's poetry, no matter what it is, and everyone's art. Like Blessings Divine, like his music. It's open for music. It's open for poetry, for rapping, recording. It's open for um I forgot that one guy's name. I don't know if it's Jonathan. I'm not sure. But the one who painted, it's open for all artists. So that's what I really like about this, how you put this together, and how you give everybody space to be themselves. Yeah.
Andrea, would you like to respond?
Yeah, I share the appreciation of this space that you've created, Maurice. Um, I've known you a little over 2 years, I guess, 2.5 years, but it's really been wonderful to when we were able to be in person, to come and share in really moving expression through poetry, song, music, um, painting, all kinds of feelings, and um, human human connection. It was really, it's been very nourishing for me, and I really appreciate you uh, for kind of getting me to write about something when I wasn't necessarily wanting to do that. I remember, it was, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, there were a whole lot of us there, and you said, we're all going to write about our families. And I was like, no way. But somehow, in trying not to write about my family, I did. And so did everybody else. And we ended up having this really wonderful evening and discussion about forgiveness. It was pretty amazing. And also about a year ago for Black History Month, when you told us to write a poem for Black History Month, and I said I was going to write something about Black women, and you said to me, no, 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 no. I want you to write about allies and allies in your area and in the history, local history. And it was you were so right. Um, and I really committed myself to do that, and I really enjoyed the process. So yeah, and I feel I'm grateful to be welcomed here. Really, really grateful. And I can't wait till I can see you all in person again.
You know,
Okay.
we're going to continue to do this for a long time because we have such a great reach. And this is going to grow. This is going to grow. I'm in the process of creating an international open mic that's going to be one Saturday a month. We're going to be having people from Tanzania, uh, Burundi, Nigeria, so on and so forth. So you guys will be invited to that. And then I want to start doing the verbal So
The what?
verbal medics.
Oh, mhm.
What I would like for you all to do is start inviting people to the open mics on Friday nights. Let's fill this up. I think people need it. And right now is a prime opportunity, you know. And I'd like for us to start doing workshops. One opportunity I just created was for us to be able to, in Western Mass, there's a Democratic group, and y'all know I don't support, party politics because of what the Republican Democrat community has done to, or parties have done to the Black community. But the work that these groups are doing to create change within the Democratic Party, I think I should support that. So the way in which I'm supporting that is giving artists an opportunity to perform at those events. And so we're going to be working together. And as they let me know what their events are and the topics, I'll be coming back to you all and let you all know what the topics are, so we can prepare material to perform at those events. And so it's game on. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about social political issues, right? We want to get heard, so on and so forth. Doors are opening for us. You know what I'm saying? So blessings, get ready. You know what I mean? Liz, if you're down in the area at that point in time, I'll let you know so you can come down and perform. You too, Sean. You know, Andrea, you know. So doors are opening, right? Right now there's working on this musicians of color conference, and it's being put on by musicians of color for us by us. It's going to happen on July 18th, July 19th. The annual June 19th, the event I do is going to be, it might be shortened. We might do something short and sweet, or we might do it on a Sunday. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I might celebrate Juneteenth that Friday. Wait, hold on. When is Juneteenth? June 19th is on a Saturday. So The concert series is June 18th and June 19th. Would you guys be willing to celebrate on the 17th this year, coming year? Or blessings? If I put together the June 19th event, would you want to help facilitate it?
I, I'd be down to talk about it.
Okay. Hey, Pearl,
Yeah,
would you be willing to be a co-facilitator for the Juneteenth event?
sure.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got disconnected, y'all.
No, that's okay. So we can still do the June 19th event, the Juneteenth event, and I'll just be at another event, and because I think we should continue doing the Juneteenth event. Very important. Um, when there really wasn't no Juneteenth event, I was doing Juneteenth event. Um, when there was really no Black History events, I was doing Black History events. So, all right. Um, y'all got to say. We got 1 minute left. We
I'm
can
gonna
do.
say
We can
good
do that.
night. Thank you. Thank you all. It's really, really great to be here and to see you all. I will
I
see
know
you
what I
again
gotta
soon.
say. I
Wait, you
can't
gotta
wait
wait.
till this is all over. I can't wait to get outside.
Yeah, but you mean you're a bully. You're a bully, Liz.
I
You're a
look,
bu-
I look what?
you're a bully.
A bully? Why?
Because Andrea was talking and you just like,
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrea. No,
nah,
I'm not
Andrea.
that rude. I'm
d- d-
sorry.
Don't let her get away with Andrea. Don't let her get away with it.
I'm Liz. I can't wait either. I can't wait. But I gotta go to bed, guys. I'm wiped out tonight. So see you
Have a
next
good night,
time.
Andrea.
Bye
Have a good
God
night.
bye.
bless. Good night.
Hey,
Night.
Liz,
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm with you, and Andrea. I can't wait either, man.
yeah, it's been too long. I'm
I,
just like, I'm
but
so over the mask stuff. The masks is what
I
is
don't.
driving me nuts.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's gonna be over for another 2 years.
I don't want to wear another. I don't want to wear a mask for another 2 years. All right, I just don't.
Honestly, I don't mind it because I know it's good for my health. So it don't. If I know that I got to do something that's gonna help me, I adjust to it. You know what I'm saying?
I always feel like I'm suffocating. I
Oh
have
yeah.
asthma, so that mask is like it's like a wall to my lungs.
Mm.
It's hard, and then I have to wear it every day, and it's gonna be hot out. And thank God I work indoors because honestly, if I worked outdoors, I don't know what I would do. I would probably quit.
Hey, blessings. Do you wear a mask, blessings?
Every time I step outside the door, yes, sir.
Sean, you wear a mask?
If
Yeah, same here.
Hey, do you make your daughter wear a mask?
Uh, yeah, but my older daughter, yes, and then my younger daughter, she's about to be 2, so she's about to be in that phase. So I gotta start teaching her how to, you know, adjust and wear the mask and keep it on. So that's gonna be an adjustment, but you know.
You know what I've learned about all of this is that we have been adjusting and adjusting and readjusting. And it's just like an endless adjusting thing. Like it's crazy. You
But
know,
then
your
you,
kids are you actually, their kids being raised through this thing where they're like, when they were first, when this whole thing started, they were babies, and in over the past, over, well, it's going to be 2 years now, these kids are like, you have to raise them, and then till they get to the point where, like you, where your daughter's 2 and she's having to start to wear a mask now, so it's kind of crazy to
Yeah.
me.
But on the flip side, we also raise children in slavery. So I take the mask.
For real.
Yeah,
And
you're right. You're right,
Liz,
but huh?
Liz, you know how I know this hit you really hard?
Why?
Because it's only been a year.
It feels like 10.
It ain't. It's only been a year.
Yeah, I
It's
know it's been a year, but we're already in the second year of it. I know it's the beginning of the second year, but it feels like 10. Damn it. I'm tired of it. I
hey
feel
Pearl.
like freaking I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Pearl, do you wear a mask when you go out?
Yeah, I always wear a mask, and I'll be so upset when I forget my mask because I gotta go right back in the house because you cannot go into any place if you don't have a mask. And when I go outside, I'm like going to the store, and
And it's harder for you because you got to go way upstairs or whatever, right? And you,
yeah, when I carry my stuff upstairs and downstairs, I take my mask off because I did it a couple of times running up and downstairs with a mask. You can't run with a mask on. It take
yeah,
away your breath too much. You
yeah,
know, you can't
yeah.
run that way. Yeah. But when I'm around people, even sometimes if I'm in the street about to pass somebody, I put my mask back up. Like if there's nobody on the street, I walk without my mask down. I walk with my mask down mostly. But if I see like I'm about to pass people off, it's a crowd, like we too close together.
Yeah.
So I put my mask up sometimes just even walking past people.
Does your daughter wear a mask too?
Of course.
I wonder because I be one like like because some people feel like children shouldn't wear masks. You know what I'm saying? But children can get sick too, right?
Children can get sick too, but I guess they have less numbers of the children getting sick, which is
Yeah.
really interesting.
But children can be
It's
children can
less
be
likely. Yeah.
children can be more asymptomatic, right? And then they could be more carriers. Because whereas like years ago when they had like the smallpox and stuff like that, a lot of children got smallpox, right? Yeah. I guess it's our turn. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, yeah,
You want to hear a funny story? You just reminded me, Pearl. Is I work all day with this mask on, and my job is to make sure that people are wearing their mask. So tell me why, when I do leave work, like sometimes I'll need to go get gas, and I said, let me go in the store real quick and pick up something. And before I even get home, tell me why I go in the store and I'm like oblivious to the fact that I don't have my mask on. I see
Yeah.
everybody walking around with their mask, and then I realize, oh, I don't have my mask on. You know, it's my job to make sure people wear their mask every day. But the minute I can take it off, it's gone.
that's because you have an aversion to that damn mask, and once it's off, you're like, I don't care.
I was just about to say that you got that psychological association with that mask. So as soon as you feel like you ain't got to wear it, it is just out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's not intentional that I don't wear the mask in the store or something like that. It's just like it's a mental thing, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy because I could be in the house for a couple of days and like soon as I get outside, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, excuse my language. I'm like, it's a different world. I'm like, oh my goodness, everybody wearing masks outside. It's like it's a totally different world when you go outside than being in your house. And so sometimes I forget if I'm in the house for a couple of days and go outside. That's why I say I walk out and I don't have no mask. And I'm like, well, I can't really go nowhere unless I'm taking a walk because they're not gonna let me inside. No business, without the mask. But when I'm in the house and then I go back outside. When I'm in the house, I always forget about the mask, and so I go back out, and then it's like reality, you know.
Let me ask you guys this. Let me change the topic real quick. Um, because the language thing, and I know one of the reasons why I did it, Pearl, was so that your daughter can be in a space and other parents and their children can be in space. You know, um, what are you guys thinking about lightening up on a language policy?
I mean, if there's kids around, obviously, and it doesn't even have to be policy. It's just out of pure respect that you just don't, use certain language when the kids are, present. But if it's a thing where we're just like doing our own adult thing, then I would expect that at least, if the person is aware that the kids that we're gonna be maybe saying something they don't need to hear, that at least mute the mic and so that they don't hear it. Oh, just be ready for that, just for the kids' sake.
Pearl?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I
Right.
slipped up. Um, I'm the one with the kid right here.
I didn't even
Um,
I didn't even realize that you say that, and I'm like, oh wait, did she? I
yeah, I'm
didn't
sorry
pick
about
up on
that.
that one.
Yeah, so I know I gotta watch my language, and I think that that's a good rule, with the language, but like sometimes people slip. Um, I think maybe long as every other word ain't a curse word. But and also like what Liz said, to be like aware and be conscious and respectful. So, you know.
Hmm.
Blessings, what do you think?
Blessing, you got kids?
No, ma'am. And my wife and I
Oh.
don't plan on it no time soon.
That's like a baby. That's like a baby having a baby, yo.
And my birthday just passed. I ain't that young no more.
How old
Uh,
are you, Blessing? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah,
my
I was
physical
about to
degree,
put you on blast.
my physical degree just hit wisdom build. That means I'm 28.
Oh, okay.
Told you a baby having babies, yo.
He's not a baby.
Then when I can't wait to hit like 35 and look the
He a
exact
man.
same thing. If they let kids back in high school, I'll be walking back to high school. I'm 35. I'm like, hey, you're supposed to be in class. Like, nope. I just look young, baby. Black on crack. That's what it is. I love that. It's funny. As long as I don't get in trouble for it. But as far as the whole cursing thing, it's interesting. Because beyond just the whole thing with the children, right? It's also it also can be seen as disrespectful to other people just in general. Like a lot of people just don't do it, this and that. And as an artist, I'm always telling people one thing that's gonna take you from being like amateurish to professionalist is having clean lyrics.
Yes.
If you have clean music to play on radio, if you have clean content memorized so you can play it at certain live shows and stuff like that, that's gonna step your game way up. Yeah, it means a lot of people just oh sorry I had to censor that, or they messes them up because you have to kind of not hit the F words and all that type of stuff. So I see the same thing. Like me myself, I actually don't curse. So you won't hear that from my vocabulary. I don't care if I'm heated. I don't care what happened. I can stub my toe at midnight, just walking somewhere. Psh, pop. Ah, jeez. Oh boy. Gouja. You know what I mean? And that's about it.
Fudgesicle.
I don't use no euphemisms or nothing that sound like it could be a curse word or nothing. I just don't
Yeah.
curse. I strive to not use filter language. Period. Whether it's positive or negative, I try to be concise and clear with my language.
Yeah, I just had a little.
Curse words hit.
I'm sorry. I just had a little thing that happened to me earlier today. You'll probably get a laugh out of this because I was on the phone because I'm trying to refinance my car loan, and the gentleman on the other end is giving me my rates and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, I said, okay, well, it sounds interesting, and I'm like going over it and kind of thinking it over, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this looks pretty good. I think, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Excuse my French. And
I ain't never heard no French word like
That
that. But
wasn't
hold up.
French, that was straight English.
I told him, I'm like, This man is from I don't know where. We doing business, and I'm like, ah, fuck it, let's do it. And I'm like, oops, did I just say that? I said, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to drop that f bomb. I'm so sorry. And he's just laughing.
You
He's
know,
just laughing.
I'll be honest with you. Here's the thing. On one hand, I don't mind cussing, and here's why. The F word comes from a German word that means to strike. The idea of cussing comes from a place of ignorance, right? One part is like, oh well, because you know the Anglos or the Europe, the Caucasians, right? They hated each other too, right? So much that they don't want each people right speaking each other's language, right? But then the other thing is like religious people come up with their own rules, right? You can't say this word because it's wrong. Like, why is it wrong? So whenever a religious person tells me not to say a certain word, I'm like, okay, why? Oh, it's bad. Why is the word bad? Like, have you looked up the etymology of the word? No. So you don't know why it's wrong. You just need something to like point at, right? But
Just
the
repeating.
reason, what'd you say?
Just repeating. No,
Yeah,
no conscious thought.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
so,
like that's what happened to me. It was no conscious thought. It just, I don't know, it just came out, you know?
the reason why, the other reason why I did the whole language clause was because when we use a cuss word and we don't even know what we're saying, then what are we really conveying if we don't even know what we're saying? Like if I be like, yo, F that, you know, okay, what am I really saying? Strike that, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing is like people around me might know what it means, but do people 3 states over know what it means? But if I break down what it is I'm trying to say in its real simplest terms, then the subject matter is going to become universally understood. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a way of getting people to really understand what am I feeling, right? And the more I get to understand my feelings and what's really going on within me, and I can convey that, the more free I can actually become. You know what I'm saying? And then two, it allows people from all walks of life to be able to be in the same room without feeling disrespected based upon their own thought pattern of what the word means. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that also fits my thought process on that as well. I can think of like one other MC off the top of my head that's like I've never heard him curse before. And then I listen to everybody from Wu Tang to Biggie to KRS to Pac. They all got one. I don't think nothing of it. I understand it. I don't want to curse
Mm-hmm.
no one just because I don't cuss. Like, oh, you can't cuss, man. No, that's not my vibe. I don't do it doesn't mean you can't do it. I don't mind.
Yeah. I don't cuss at all in my poetry. Like when I write, it's never like that kind of. I just I don't know, and it's not that I don't that I try not to. It's just second nature for me.
yeah.
When I write, I don't cuss in my poetry. But I'm not gonna lie, when you see me face to face and we're, you
Bro,
know,
she mad?
chilling, whatever, we're talking, you know, I'm gonna throw a F bomb here, F bomb there, or something else. But it's not in malice. It's more like in social, you know.
Bro, that's a lie. Listen. When she mad at you, right? If a boy could be fought with F bombs, bro, your whole neighborhood would be blown up.
Shut up, Maurice. That's not true. Stop. You instigating now.
No, sir. It's 10:17, y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank you all for celebrating Women's History Month with us. Uh, Last week Jerry read about Shirley Chisholm. The week before I read about Bessie Coleman. Um, and we had several women artists who are artists interviewed throughout the month. And so I really want to thank you all for coming out, supporting our celebration of Women's History Month. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
God willing.
Hope you have a good night.
Good night, y'all. Good night. Good night, blessings, Sean, Pearl, Mo.
Amen.
That's sign for love. Love y'all.
Love you too. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Pearl, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Blessings, Devon. I remember you. Yeah, I guess it's us. He like click. He performed at one of the shows, right?
Yeah.
I remembered him. Yeah, and I remember Liz.